Rocker on the beat.
I really don't believe these niggas. I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. It's my time. Now. Niggas gotta be drunk. They see anything different. Top.
Told myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets.
Right.
Looking in the mirror, this look better than me.
Yeah.
Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right. Prove me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
You know I'm real, can put your trust in me. Try to make them get my vision, I'ma paint it. Move dangerous, cocaine V is white painted. Move cautious, the niggas call it scared, I call it smart. They too tough, they thought it couldn't happen, now you shot. I talk truth, I jumped off the step, I'm a different stoop. Star Wars, gun in the mask, boy a different troop. Yeah, picture niggas playing around with Rosa's son. Had my youngin' light them up, I get you rolled in one. They ain't talking about money, these niggas talking light. Sitting on a brick and a half, I make a move tonight. Yeah, bucket low like I'm a fisherman. No money, I just give her the rod. I'm trying to wheel her in. Yeah, she turn to Mimi when she up there. Love her when I touch there. She can't get enough, oh yeah. I'm the nigga you call when your man bugging. That's right, gon' cry on my shoulders. I know we fucking sound foul, but she been wanting to get a pussy up. And yeah, it's a good enough reason to get a pussy up. Show myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you love you, now you stuck with me. You know I'm real, could put your trust in me.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout it out for everybody that's pulling up in the building this morning. I appreciate it if y'all do me one favor. Let me get the dice cubes and know that y'all hear me crystal clear and we can get this going. Can you dig it? I appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building and everybody that's going to pull up in the building. You know what I'm saying? If y'all hear me crystal clear, I need you to do me a favor. Let me get the dice cubes and we can rock and roll. That's a fact. Then we can do this roll call and get his love to everybody that's pulling up and everybody that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in the building. You know? We got some things to go over today. We definitely have some things to go over today. Word up. Anybody do me a favor? Anybody except a dead body. Just let me know, quote unquote, that y'all hear me crystal clear by putting the dice cubes up and everything else could fall in line. Oh, appreciate Big Lee, what's up in the building? D-Set for life. I see you in the building, Lee. I see you in the building. Let me do the roll call in. If we got Big Lee up in the building, we safe. We got the roll call going on. You dig what I'm saying? We got Dog Soldier in the building. We got Clarice Bradley in the building. Of course, we got SMM Jeezy in the building. We got Mr. Kevin Jones in the building. We got Big Lee in the building, D-Set for life. We got Mr. Open-Minded up in the building. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that's in attendance right now, I appreciate y'all because I have some content to get into. I got some breaking news for y'all, man. I really got some breaking news for y'all. Promise you I do. I got some breaking news. Give a couple of more people some time to get up in this building, but I got some things that'll make you go, holy smokes, Batman. Holy smokes, Batman. A lot of controversy going on in these streets. Every time we turn around, this dude, Puff, man, I think they're gonna mess. I think they're trying to make Puff commit suicide or something. If you just ask me my opinion, I think they're trying to make Puff commit suicide. Word up. We got the Morrisons in the building. Artist Morrison is in the building. Yeah. Tizzle Tay is right here, holding them down as she should. We got Miss Annette Harlem, 115, up in the building. We got to start it off like this, y'all. Let's get the fuck up out of them streets. You know why? Because the streets don't love us. Let's go.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, marriage shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Shout it out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate y'all coming in. Could you do me one favor on the way in? Could you hit that like button? If you ain't want to hit that like button, I can't get mad at you. You dig what I'm saying? If you hit that like button, I will appreciate it. If you don't hit that like button, I'm still going to appreciate it. Don DeMarco. Can you dig it? Give me 2 seconds to load this up for y'all. I got Facts of life. Everybody good? Matter of fact, how everybody doing this morning? That's the first thing I need to know. I need to know how's everybody doing this morning? How everybody doing this morning, man? That is a little bit of selfish for me to come in here without trying to find out how the peoples is doing. How y'all doing this morning? Besides this, how y'all feeling this morning? Let's get into that. Let's get into that. Is everybody in the building feeling cool? Can you dig it? I know y'all like, where the hell Dice at? I was actually loading something up for y'all right quick. I got a great show, I think. I think I got a great show for y'all. I think I got something pretty nice and interesting lined up for y'all. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Some real controversial things going on. Some real controversial things going on. What we're going to start it out with is the jackass of the year. Like yesterday, to the fool dude that shot the man in Crown Heights. Shout out to my peoples I was talking to. That was actually on Franklin Avenue. A couple of my peoples told me that unfortunately, the man that was killed over the cigar, with the dispute over the cigar, That was on Franklin Avenue in Crown Heights. May he rest in peace, and may they hurry up and catch that fool that killed that man over a fucking cigar. But this is the jackass of the day. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Ron Books for this one. This is the jack. We give him the big dice. We give them the Team Guardian jackass of the year before we get into this great content. This clown nigga right here trying to be he gets locked up for impersonating a U.S. Marshal in Florida. Shout out to Ron Books for putting this on to me. Look how silly people is. Let's go.
Is he a law enforcement officer? How'd you get here? Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, where's it at?
On my hip.
Okay, so are you a police officer?
I'm not. No.
Okay, all right. What are you?
A federal marshal.
Okay, all right, that's what we got to ask.
No.
Okay. Just, we don't want you reaching for anything.
I'm not reaching for anything.
If you're a federal marshal, you understand what we're doing, right?
Absolutely. Just.
You have your federal marshal ID?
No.
So you're carrying a weapon with no ID on you?
No. Because I just stepped out of my house to get this character.
You have a number we can call for your supervisor?
No.
Okay. I got to take this for you just for our safety.
Handcuff him.
For what?
Until we figure out what's going on. You have a weapon. You have no ID on you.
It's not a real weapon.
You're carrying a fake weapon.
Yeah. And you're a federal.
Y'all hear this fool right here? Shout out to City Bam. I see you in the building. They locked this dumbass nigga up talking about, yo, man, who the fuck you is? He talking about he a federal agent. Watch this from the beginning, y'all. People are really crazy. This is the Jackass of the Year award. Let's go.
Is he a law enforcement officer?
How'd you get here?
Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, where's it at?
On my hip.
Okay, so are you a police officer?
I'm not. No.
Okay, all right. What are you?
A federal marshal.
Okay, all right, that's what we got to ask.
No.
Okay. Just, we don't want you reaching for anything.
I'm not reaching for anything.
If you're a federal marshal, you understand what we're doing, right?
Absolutely. Just.
You have your federal marshal ID?
No.
So you're carrying a weapon with no ID on you?
No. Because I just stepped out of my house to get this character.
You have a number we can call for your supervisor?
No.
Okay. I got to take this for you just for our safety.
Handcuff him.
For what?
Until we figure out what's going on. You have a weapon. You have no ID on you.
It's not a real weapon.
You're carrying a fake weapon.
Yeah. And you're a federal marshal.
No. He's got a little badge.
Are you not?
No.
Congratulations. You just impersonated a police officer. That's a federal offense. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. That's a felony.
This nigga talking about he ain't got no real gun. He got a fucking BB gun, y'all. And you see how they just grabbed that motherfucking badge? They said, oh, yeah. That's a motherfucking felony, white man, you dummy fool.
You just impersonated a police officer. That's a federal offense. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a felony.
It's a felony.
Okay.
Book him.
Good eye, Alex. What's the story? Why are you carrying around a fake gun?
I'm a limousine driver.
City Bam, I see you.
I thought you were a federal marshal.
Hey, here, you got a badge that says U.S. Marshal. You're claiming to be U.S. Marshals. You have a badge. What does that say on it?
Marshal.
So why are we carrying around fake stuff? But you know it's illegal.
No, I didn't know.
Yo, Ron Books, tell him what he can't do over here, baby.
You yourself as a law enforcement officer. We just asked you, are you in law enforcement? You said, yes, I'm a U.S. Marshal. That's illegal. That's a felony. Oh, absolutely not. We don't play around with this.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, hi from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from, what y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Clarice said that nigga going to jail for $1. His dumb ass going to jail for a damn $1. $1 bill. I remember that shit back in the days. Remember that shit, Ron Bull? $1 bill. Your ass can't come home. $1 bond. Let's get into this work, y'all. Let's get into this work. Do y'all remember the famous shootout? December 27th, 1999? When this two right here was a couple? When they was out rocking and rolling? Do y'all remember this? Do you remember when these two was the item? Mr. Sean Puffy Combs and Miss Jennifer Lopez. Y'all remember when it was popping? DMW shots. I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. We're going to take y'all back to 1999, man. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to take y'all back to 1999. December the 27th, 1999. A famous shootout in a club in Manhattan between, allegedly, some cats from Fort Greene and Sean P. Diddy Combs and his entourage. But that particular night, he was with Jennifer Lopez. Diddy also had one of his other bad boy members with him, and I don't know if y'all know him, but his name is Mr. Jamal Barrows. They call him Shine. They call him Shine, y'all. They call him Shine. They say his voice somewhat resembled and was similar to the great rapper Biggie Smalls. May he rest in peace. Well, Puff Daddy, Jennifer Lopez, these two right here was partying one night with this man right here, Mr. SHINE-PO, Brooklyn's own, baby. Brooklyn's own. They was hanging out. They was in a party. They was chilling. They was rocking and rolling. They was riding around in them Bentleys, and they wasn't stolen. But allegedly, an altercation erupted between Puff Daddy and his entourage and some strong individuals from Fort Greene Projects. If you know, you know. We ain't got to go into it. Some strong individuals from Fort Greene and Farragut Projects was at that party that night. That was Club New York. That's a fact. There was some real prestigious people up there. And I pay attention. If you got Jennifer Lopez in attendance, you got Puff Daddy in attendance, you already know it's going to be a star-studded event. Star-studded event. But you got to fail. Y'all fail to realize this too. I don't know if people been outside in the street. Usually where the stars at, the goons pop up. You know them niggas that want to rob them stars. You know the niggas that be extorting them stars. You know the niggas that are on the payroll for protection for certain stars because certain stars have to interact within their neighborhoods. They have to come back home. They have to show some love. Do pictures. Facts of life. The reason why I wanted to talk about, you see my man Lee talked about this. The reason why I want to talk about this, shout out to my man Box. His name is Jules from Albany Projects. He was shot this night also. He was shot this night also. Keish, I see you in the building. He was shot this night also. My friend was at this infamous club that night and was shot. And then you want to hear something else that was funny? If you know, you know. Shout out to my man Big Barry from the Style, from Jackie Robinson. Shout out to Barry and Hawk and him. If you know, you know. My man Barry's fiance at the time was also shot in the face. I got something for y'all. I got something. Yo, Lee, let's take him back, Lee. Yo, Lee, let's take him back. Don DeMarco. Friend of mine, Big Barry, his fiance was shot in the face that night. She owned a big motherfucking beauty salon on Nostrand and Farragut. Anybody know who these people are? You know who they are. That's all we got to get into. Fair YouTube, fair usage, my disclaimer. Some of us are really around the greats. Yo, Lee, I don't know if you've seen this picture, Lee. I don't know if you've seen that picture yet, Lee. That's going to be the t-shirts. That's going to be our shirts and sweaters, baby. That's going to be our shirts and our hoodies. That's going to be on our shirts and our hoodies. You had to be there. Brooklyn Legends. Shout out to Demencio, rest in peace. Shout out to Rumble. All Hell Meg, rest in peace. And shout out to one of my best friends ever, Marcellus James. I don't know if you've seen this picture, Lee. This is the one of the one. This is the one that's going to take us out of here. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Silver Point that pulled up in the building. I see you. I see you, beloved. Let's get back into this work. My man Barry, fiance wife, quote unquote, was shot in the face that night. So this was all speculating in my neighborhood because Julius, if anybody know Julius, rest in peace to Pam's sister Pam, who used to mess with the infamous Boo Bear and the infamous RoboCop. If you go to St. Laz and watch my story about Sean White, a.k.a. RoboCop, I talk about this. I talk about this exact situation in that story. My man Julius, he was up there. He was doing things. He had the 760 intercooler back then. He had the big Volvo back then. He had the Laguna Green Bobo with the beige rag. It's a fact. The reason why I know that, because this is my man. He used to come pick me up. We used to ride around in the town. They call him Box. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his baby mother from St. Mark's. Close-knit family. Well, Julius got shot that night, and my man Barry, his wife, got shot in the face. Fortunately, she is still alive. But the part that I didn't like about that whole situation, there was a big shootout that night, and they had to leave. They had to leave. But ironically, the person that was named for actually pulling the trigger for being the shooter was this man right here, Mr. Jamal Barrows, a.k.a. Shine. Flatbush, Brooklyn shit. But you know what? Everybody that was really in the street and people that was around, they were saying that was bullshit. They were saying that it was Puffy. Puffy that was shooting. It was Puffy that was shooting. But if people fail to realize what happened that particular night, Puffy decided to have lawyers, but his lawyers and Mr. SHINE-PO's lawyers were totally different. Now, see, this is the part that bugs me out. Let's talk for a minute. Let's walk. You know, some of y'all that's really been outside. I ain't talking about the ones that been acting. Me and you get arrested for a crime. You're my boss. I'm your artist. They said Shine was busting his gun because of a situation that erupted. People from Brooklyn that was trying to check Puff Daddy temperature. I'm the I-95. I see you in the building. They say that Puffy was in the club with his arrogance, as usual, running around with wads of money and throwing money in the air. But they said some real official niggas from Fort Greene and Farragut was in there with some money too. And the first thing they told Puff was, Puff, pussy, we don't give a fuck about that money. We got money too. Now just imagine that. You got Puff Daddy up in there. At the time, he was running one of the hottest record labels in the game, Bad Boy Records. He had Biggie Smalls, Craig Mack, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Total. The list goes on and on. Big had just passed away or was murdered. And Puff seemed like he was just on top of the world. But this man right here is really from the street. You can tell by the way he wear his hat. You see how he pull his hat down? Rest in peace to Scar. That's a fact. If you know, you know. Tommy, let me find out Tommy, your ass getting 10 seconds for that. Ain't nobody told you to come in here with that bullshit. Ain't nobody told you to come in here letting us know who you know. You got 10 seconds for that. Tommy he just got, first of all, he's right. Puff Daddy and Jamal Barrows got into a shootout altercation with rest in peace Scar and some of his affiliates from Brooklyn. These niggas was rocking and rolling. These was gangsters. That's why I fuck with Tommy. I knew it was something about Tommy. I fuck with Tommy. And don't you forget, Tommy, you and James P. Yo, Tommy, don't forget. You and James P. Y'all always got my support, man. I fuck with y'all, man. Don't you never forget that shit. You and James P. I heard about you speaking up for the kid. I seen you speak up for me numerous times, but I heard about you, bro, and I appreciate you for that from my heart. That's a fact. Team Guardian / Denial. Y'all already know we connected. But they in the club one night, they rocking and rolling. Puff got his money. Scar and his entourage, they got their money. Them niggas is throwing money all over the spot. So I heard an altercation ensued, and then guns was pulled out. Allegedly, they say Shine pulled out 2 guns. They say Shine pull out 2. On some Desperado, on some Antonio Banderas shit. They say Shine and they're letting that shit go. Gung, 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 gung. People said Puff was in there busting his gun too. But after the shootout, they all jumped in the truck and fled away from the scene. The truck was stopped by the police. Firearms was recovered from the truck. Jennifer Lopez was put in one room for questioning. Puff Daddy was put in one room for questioning. Shine was put in one room for questioning. Jennifer Lopez was not charged. Do we know why she was charged? We don't know. Did she go in that room and tell everything? Could have. Don't know. Did Puff go in that room and tell everything? Looked like he did. But it seemed like he didn't tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He's supposed to sit there and shut up and wait for his lawyer. That's Puff Daddy, the biggest mogul at the time. Him and Suge Knight had the game locked. When it came to finances and people supporting him, all he had to do was shut his motherfucking mouth. You got the mic, the main salad. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. But down to the line, when they started talking about this trial will be going to case, this case will be going to trial, excuse me, we find out in the hood that there's some lawsuits that's trying to be paid out. Julia said, give me my money now. I ain't waiting for shit. Shout out to the whole Albany Project. Julia said, I want mine. I know what I'm going to do. Fuck that bullshit. Barry's lady at the time, she said, hell no. She said, fuck that. Fuck that. They're going to give me some money. Fuck that little bit of money. I'm going to wait and get some money. This is the only woman that was given an undisclosed amount of money. Now, pay attention. This is before Diddy had the Ciroc endorsements. This is before he had the alcohol endorsements, before he had all this big money that he has now. He was just getting up. He had a little bit of change, but he ain't got the change that he got now. This is the beginning of Sean John. He's not even in revenue of really doing it like that. This is like when he's thinking about opening up the restaurant Justin's and all that. This woman here got a lot of motherfucking money for him. She got some money from him because she has a different story that people just erase. They just put that shit under the motherfucking rug. And she's been saying this since she went to surgery that night. Because everybody says that SHINE-PO was the one on the opposing side of Scar and them, rest in peace, that was shooting in the club that night. But she said it was Puff. She said it was Puff Daddy. After this intro, we're going to get into this work. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Watch, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Shout out to CB for that crazy introduction. Shout out to CB for that crazy background right there. I don't know if you've seen that video, that new intro revised a little bit, Lee. He threw them pictures in there. He put the greats up, man. Ron Boog said, once they divided the case up between Puff and Shine and didn't let him have the same lawyer, it was the downhill for Shine. That's what I said, Ron. That's what the whole Brooklyn was saying. We was like, yo, how the fuck this nigga Puff? Yo, niggas was upset with that shit, Ron. All jokes aside, Brooklyn was upset with that shit, the way Puff left Shine out to dry like that. Because if you got a Brooklyn nigga with you, I promise you, if you got a Brooklyn nigga with you, that nigga gonna ride with you till you die. It's a fact. Shine, Flatbush, Avenue D type, that nigga from Avenue D, that nigga different, man. Them Avenue D and them Clarendon niggas, them side block long strip niggas, them niggas is different. Them niggas will pull you on one of them side blocks and have they fun with you in the motherfucking basement. You know it's a goddamn graveyard out there too. Back to what I was saying. But I want y'all to listen to what the young lady says. Because shout out to SHINE-PO, Jamal Barrows, excuse me. Now he is the Prime Minister of Belize. He did all that time in jail. He was extradited back to his country, Belize, and he went back to school. And now he is actually the ambassador, the Prime Minister of Belize. Round of applause for Shine. He's actually out there doing political work to uplift his community. And he's walking a totally different way, his faith with the law. But I want y'all to listen to what the young lady said, man. Fair YouTube uses. Well, I want y'all to pay attention to my man's. Listen to what she had to say, man. Fair YouTube usage.
She claims P. Diddy shot her in the face in 1999.
Here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her.
Pay attention to what she just said. She said Puff made Cassie carry guns in the nightclub. So let's go back to that particular night. Fair YouTube usage. My disclaimer. Do you think Puff made Jennifer Lopez carry them guns in the club that night? Before that altercation? Pay attention to what this young lady got to say. Shout out to my man B and his family. Let's go.
She claims P. Diddy shot her in the face in 1999.
Here today about this latest lawsuit. With the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine.
Uh-oh. Let's go to the beginning on this. Pay attention to everything she's saying, y'all.
She claims P. Diddy shot her in the face in 1999.
Here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically, his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went, and he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me, and I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery, to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out.
Y'all heard what she said? Did y'all hear what she just said? She said, I watched him pow-pow in my face. She said she got hit with a 9mm cop killer in her face. She said she didn't see Shine shooting. She said she saw Puff shooting. The reason why the people were paid for their lawsuits that were shot is because they all sued Bad Boy Records, because Shine Barrows, Jamal Barrows, aka Shine, was an artist of Bad Boy, so he's liable. They're liable for anything that he does, because once he signs his name to Bad Boy as their artist, they're responsible for him and his actions. If he stabs somebody, you could sue him, and you could also sue the record label, because of the record label is because he's out. Like, Shine wouldn't have never been at that club if he wouldn't have been with his boss from the record label. So this is why these things fall in line. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to everything this young lady has to say. And let me know if y'all believe her, man, because I do.
Part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible, testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire, and they were all new. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tire. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and peering up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God as my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment, until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry or my children had to cry, I am going to get $1 million back from you. I will not stop until you pay the price for what you did to my life. And for all you people out there on the internet and in cyberspace and in the far reaches of my life or the perimeters or wherever who always like, oh, she just saying that to get some. Hell, what you got to say now? What you got to say now?
Talk, girl.
I had some youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram. It's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying. He ain't do that to you. You just want clout. You just chasing clout. What is that to chase clout about? How is that clout chase worthy? It doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it will make sense in this new generation, but you better believe I will have my say. I will have my say. Hashtag having my say. Hashtag the dopest nerd ever. Hashtag Eb Talks. Y'all ain't seen or heard nothing yet. I've had my.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, hi from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Let me ask y'all something. Who believe her? For the people that's in the building, anybody believe her? I believe her. I'm going to say it. I say it first. I believe her. Anybody else believe her? Puff going to jail. He going to jail for a long time, too. All that shit is coming out now. The Biggie Smalls conspiracy. All these sexual assaults against men. All these sexual assaults against women. Son Jeep, I see you in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. Hit that like button. Don't make it your last time. As long as we understand the rules, we all come over here with love, no disrespect. We don't do the trolling. And we don't care what's going on with nobody else. We just trying to keep it peaceful over here and rock with this content. Ron Borg said, yo, all this shit is crazy, man. City Bama said, this is an HBO series on Oz. I'm telling you, this is what I want to know. This is what that nigga 50 Cent, he already said that he's doing the documentary Surviving Puff Daddy. You can't tell him he can't do it. You know what I noticed? The Hollywood scene and the internet is just like YouTube. If you put out something or something comes out pertaining to your life, whether it's true or false, or a rumor is made, Hollywood will let that shit run. You know, once it gets past the 10th person, a lie becomes the truth. Once it gets past the 10th person, a lie becomes the truth. 50 said he's doing Surviving P. Diddy. He said, not the rule of law changes as he has to hide for now. The world is changing whether you believe it or not. That's a fact. That's a fact. Certain things are starting to line up. Certain things are starting to come in place. Certain pieces are just they're starting to fit into that puzzle. And shout out, matter of fact, give me a belated happy birthday to my man, Hank McCoy. Yesterday was his birthday, y'all, February 28th. Shout out to my man, Hank McCoy. Yesterday was his birthday. He hit me up and let me know he was just chilling around the family, chilling with his wife and the kids and everything, enjoyed another day, another lap around the sun. So happy birthday to my man, Hank McCoy. You know what I'm saying? I know you're enjoying the family and the kids and everything like that. And go subscribe to him. I'm telling y'all, Hank got a couple of channels. If you go over to that gaming channel he got, this dude is crazy. When I'm telling you, Hank McCoy gets busy on them games. See, that should be fucking with my anxiety. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you see the shit this nigga know how to do on this video game, this nigga is running around with a knapsack on his back, AR-15, sniper rifle, 45. This nigga's doing somersaults. He's jumping. He's sliding down roofs. He's stabbing niggas. This nigga, yo, this dude is crazy. I watched him yesterday I watched him walk through a wall. He was like, Dice, I ain't even gonna kill these niggas yet. I'm gonna let them keep beefing with each other. I just watched him literally tiptoe, right past two sides of opposing teams with big, heavy machinery trying to kill each other, and they didn't see him. And that nigga came back and killed every one of them motherfuckers. I can't make this shit up. And it ain't like the shit where you shooting at people and it's some slow shit. When that nigga blow a shot, them niggas come from everywhere. This nigga's jumping, hopping, flipping around. He on one leg, he's sliding. This dude is an animal. I'm telling you something. When it comes to that shit, make sure y'all get over to Tube Podcast High Gaming. I be saying Tube Chronicles, but go to Tube's Podcast High Gaming. They into the games. They doing their thing over there. Tube done got his own server rocking up. I think if you got some change, you can get in touch with him because he got his own server that he built into the GTA. He doing his thing. Shout out to everybody that's into the games. Word up. That's a fact. That's a fact. Tube and Hank need to team up on them games. I was watching one of his plays like a movie. That's a fact. FTC Vice is in the building. He team Guardian up. He got the badge on his name now, y'all. So y'all know where he go, we go. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to do something other than being me? You understand what I'm saying to you? But we got some more to the story. This is some real deep shit. We got some more to the story because you know the other person, the other big mogul name that's coming up, the other big mogul name that's coming up. They saying he the next one to be exposed. He's the next. They say he beating on Beyonce. He kept her on drugs. They talking about Blue Ivy ain't his baby. Hey, Miss Jazzy Joy Barnes, I ain't seen you since last year, girl. Happy New Year to you. Shout out to Ron Boogs and the home team from Harlem from popping up all the time, showing nothing but that love. But you know what they saying about Jay-Z? They say Jay-Z been beating on Beyonce. In the words of Compo, oh, yeah, they say he been beating on her. They say he been busting a move. They say Jay-Z been doping Beyonce up. They even had some allegations that Jay-Z is how Usher Raymond's contracted herpes. They're saying Jay-Z allegedly is the person that gave Usher Raymond's herpes. They're saying at them big parties, at them Rock Nations and them brunches, allegedly, there's a lot of lollipop licking going on. You dig what I'm saying? She said 50 baby mama was on the Brother Love's payroll. Holy smokes, Batman. But they say Jay-Z is the next one to be exposed. But do y'all know what's going on right now? You remember who heard it first? Jay-Z and his man, they got beef. They've been having beef a long time. What's the real, does anybody let me ask you something. Do you think this was an affair between them that went wrong? because they was the best of friends. Allegedly, they both were intimate and dealing with Aaliyah. May she rest in peace at one particular time. They said Jay-Z was dealing with her, and then they said Jay-Z was dealing with, then they said Dame Dash started dealing with Aaliyah. Remember, because the day that Aaliyah passed away, unfortunately, in that fatal plane crash, she was actually on the way back because somebody had informed her that Dame Dash was in a bad car accident, fighting for his life. So, you know, it's a big conspiracy about that. It's a big conspiracy about that. Big conspiracy about that. Y'all heard about any of that? Anybody? There's some big conspiracies going on, man. There's some big conspiracies going on. But I don't know what people, or did you hear what was really, really going on? Dame Dash been saying for the longest that Rockefeller Records was stolen from him by Jay-Z. He been saying it for a long time. I didn't know that, quote unquote, Damon Dash was going through financial issues. I didn't know that until recently. I don't know if he filed bankrupt. But I'm going to take y'all back in time for a minute. Right at the beginning when Jay-Z and Dame Dash started going through their problems, I'm going to show you a meeting between Dame Dash and Def Jam because they negotiated or had a meeting with Jay-Z behind Dame Dash back. And I don't think he liked that, y'all. Let's get into this work. My fault, y'all. I done bugged out and erased the damn thing. You know I got Down syndrome. You know I got to stop fucking with that stuff. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Don DeMarco. Yo, shout out to Choke, no joke, man. Fair YouTube usage. Yo, check out Dame Dash back in the days, man, when him and Jay first separated. Check this out.
They trying to take our franchise from us. What you mean bullshit? Fuck, y'all niggas having meetings about my artist without calling me? Who called the meeting about Jay with all these nice people without me?
CEO's mind, that marketing plan with me. Say the movie, dog.
I want the money in the power to own my own business. Whatever I do, won't touch your coke brick. I keep on struggling, I keep on hustling. I keep on struggling, I keep on hustling. Want the money in the power to own my own business. Whatever I do, won't touch your coke brick. I keep on struggling, I keep on hustling. I keep on struggling.
Shout out to Choke, no joke. Go subscribe to Choke with no joke, y'all.
Choke, no joke. You know what it is.
I don't understand that. Y'all don't, this Jay's not on Def Jam. Jay's on Rockefeller. Y'all not better than me. Y'all trying to make, I don't understand that. I want somebody to explain it to me. I ain't get no calls about it.
Pay attention to what he just said. He said Jay-Z is not on Def Jam yet. He was signed to Rockefeller, and Rockefeller, this is back then when he was saying that Rockefeller was his company. Pay attention to Dame. This don't seem like nobody that's playing no games. This nigga got on a motherfucking crisscross 6X t-shirt and some shorts and some Crocs or some slippers back in the days, and he's going crazy. Fair YouTube usage. Let's go.
I'm nothing. And I'm not even trying to, y'all pull this shit. Y'all know what we going through when we're bigs and all that. Y'all gonna fuck around like this?
Honestly, we did know about the big thing.
I know y'all know about it. Y'all went to the fucking wake. I want to know. I see all of y'all yesterday. Why nobody told me about a marketing plan about Jay-Z? This is not your fucking artist. Y'all don't do nothing for Jay-Z without me. What the fuck? That's why y'all trying to make this like, oh, that's also, y'all the ones promoting me and him got a beef too? Because we don't. How y'all got a meeting about Jay without me? How y'all make any decisions about Jay without me? Huh, John?
He said y'all don't want to promote that we got a beef because we don't. Don't seem like y'all ain't got no beef, Dave. Let's go, y'all.
Fucking honest. Y'all don't do nothing for Jay-Z without me. What the fuck? That's why y'all trying to make this like, oh, that's also, y'all the ones promoting me and him got a beef too? Because we don't. How y'all got a meeting about Jay without me? How y'all make any decisions about Jay without me? Huh, John?
Then how you gonna have a problem?
Because I'm asking you because you here on Jay's behalf. I bet you Jay don't know I wasn't invited. I bet you that. An email, now we discuss things through emails. Y'all giggling and shit with my artist. He's not a Def Jam artist. He's a Rockefeller artist. And y'all not nobody in this room better than anybody in my staff. So how y'all having a meeting? I'll make any decisions about Jay without my authority. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't get. What's up? Hey. All of these people. Who are all these people? How y'all talking about my artist career without me? What the fuck you laughing at?
I'm laughing at someone told me we're having a small meeting.
Watch this, y'all.
I want to know. All right, so then I want to know who called the meeting. Who called the meeting about Jay with all these nice people without me?
John came to me this week.
All right, then. How do y'all call a meeting about Jay-Z without Rockefeller? There ain't even nobody from Rockefeller in here. It's more Def Jam in here. How y'all have a meeting about Jay without Darren or Gerard or Damon Dash or anybody else?
Gerard, you invited to this?
Yeah, through a fucking email. Don't play no games, man. Y'all don't have no meetings about any one of my artists without me knowing about it. And giving me and calling me direct, like they're calling me about everything else and saying, yo, do you want to be at this meeting or you don't? None of y'all better than me. None of y'all.
Amen. Well, that's what, so let me ask you a question. Do you want to continue the meeting?
Yeah, let's continue the meeting, but I'm asking for some answers. Let's get some protocol. Y'all don't do that shit for no other artist. Y'all think y'all gonna come and get my biggest artist and fucking control his last album? Y'all, you think I...
Nah. Rockefeller wasn't his record label, and Jay-Z initially wasn't his artist. How does he sound so adamant? It's only one thing I'm upset with, y'all. It's only one thing I'm upset with. It's only one thing I'm upset. I see a lot in Dame. I see a lot in myself in Dame Dash right here. It's only one thing that I'm upset with. One thing, y'all. That nigga ready to fight. See, this is the problem when people that were raised in certain situations, certain neighborhoods, the way we were raised, everybody always trying to get over on us. He in the office right now talking about, he making it seem like niggas ran off with 2 or 3 keys of cocaine. That nigga flipping. Because in his mind, in our mind, we feel the same thing. You're trying to steal from us and you're trying to cheat us. He said, why is everybody in this office from Def Jam and why is nobody from Rockefeller here, especially me? One of them said, well, we invited somebody. He said, through a fucking email. Stop playing with me. Dunbars, I see you. The only part that I'm upset about is his demeanor and his delivery. The only part, his demeanor and his delivery. He's 100% right. I believe everything he's saying because he's adamant. He's very adamant. He's very, very upset. That nigga looking like he in the motherfucking corner store and niggas ran off with a pack, though. They need anger management. Let's go.
It's more Def Jam in here. How y'all have a meeting about Jay without Darren or Gerard or Damon Dash or anybody else?
Gerard, you invited to this?
Yeah, through a fucking email. Don't play no games, man. Y'all don't have no meetings about any one of my artists without me knowing about it. And giving me and calling me direct, like you're calling me about everything else and saying, yo, do you want to be at this meeting or you don't? None of y'all better than me. None of y'all.
Amen. Well, that's what, so let me ask you a question. Do you want to continue the meeting?
Yeah, let's continue the meeting, but I'm asking for some answers. Let's get some protocol. Y'all don't do that shit for no other.
You know when a nigga got some money when he got a crease in his motherfucking arm sleeve on his wife beater.
Calling me direct, like they're calling me about everything else and saying, yo, do you want to be at this meeting or you don't? None of y'all better than me. None of y'all.
Amen. Well, that's what, so let me ask you a question. Do you want to continue the meeting?
Yeah, let's continue the meeting, but I'm asking for some answers. Let's get some protocol. Y'all don't do that shit for no other artist. Y'all think y'all gonna come and get my biggest artist and fucking control his last album? Y'all, you think I trust y'all with his fucking shit? I don't trust y'all with nothing. Without no representation from my crew here? Who? Gerard came with me. He's the one that let me know, like, yo, I just got an email. He just let me know. Y'all don't confirm nothing without me. It should be I confirmed that meeting. Y'all having a marketing meeting about this. No one spoke to Damon Dash. It ain't about Gerard. Yeah, it's a good thing he did call me at 11 o'clock after I just came from one of my best friends' wake via fucking email. Like I'm checking my email at this time in my life. Y'all know what the fuck I'm going through. Right, so then you don't have no...
We got my man up in the building, y'all. We got CB in the building, y'all. I told y'all, if y'all really ready for this work, let me know where y'all can get it because he's responsible. We gonna rock it one more time. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Y'all see the crazy shit he putting together for me, right? Y'all see the crazy shit he putting together for me. You see this background right here, right? How y'all feeling about this background, y'all? How y'all feeling about this background, man? I'm telling y'all, man, serious inquiries only, man. Get at us, man. Get at my man and make him change your life with this work. You heard me? Get at my man and make him change his life with this work. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know where y'all seeing it first. He in the building. Yo, Dog Soldier, he in the building. Look at this work, dog. Look at the work. I'm about to start giving out. Matter of fact, since my man got me with my own logos like that, I'm starting to give out the Team Guardian badges, man. About to start giving out the Team Guardian badges. Team Guardian badges for the females and the Team Guardian badges for the males, for when y'all rocking around in them dangerous spots, letting them know who we are and who we be. Like they said, another day alive, and it's gonna always be another day free. You heard what I'm saying? Let's get back into this Dame Dash. Let's go.
About Jay without Rockefeller staff. Y'all didn't know that before? Now we continue with the meeting. I don't understand that.
Because we thought we were gonna have a small meeting.
Why do y'all listen? Jay's not your artist. It's not for you to call him. He's my artist. He's his artist. He's down with Rockefeller. Y'all don't make. I don't know if I want her to do publicity. Y'all already chose a fucking product manager. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I trust that. Y'all don't make all these decisions. Y'all bring them to me, and then I'll go tell Jay. Because Jay hasn't been in the office in 2 years. So he don't know what the fuck is going on.
So do you want, should we make it a smaller meeting?
No, you wanted it a big. Why should it be smaller? Because my staff is here?
No, I'm saying that obviously.
What you mean? How do you invite my staff to one of my artist meetings? We invite you.
I thought we do this together, man.
Exactly.
What? You out.
What you mean no one left me out? Y'all did not call me. Y'all don't send out like Clay. Do not send emails. Call me. I'm not even talking to you. You should shut the fuck up anyway.
I'm tired of the nonsense that's going on. Order with the gold digging Capricorn. Chick set a nigga back as soon as he got on. With child support, I've been there since she was born.
Seem like it's getting crazy, man. I got something else for you. Because this is what they told him. This is what they told him, y'all. Pay attention to what's going on. They trying to snatch stuff from him, but I got a trick for y'all. Dame Dash, he playing quote unquote. I got you, CB. I'm gonna send it to him right now. Dame Dash playing chess. He ain't playing checkers, y'all. Pay attention. Look what's going on.
Rockefeller Records founder and executive Damon Dash has been ordered by a judge to hand over his 1/3 ownership shares in Rockefeller Records to satisfy an $823,000 judgment as the result of a civil suit brought against Dash by movie producer Josh Weber. A report from Radar Online.
Did you pay attention to what's going on? Could you pay attention to what's going on? They told Dame Dash she got to sell that.
Former Rockefeller Records founder and executive,
Fair
Damon
YouTube
Dash has been
usage.
ordered by a judge to hand over his 1/3 ownership shares in Rockefeller Records to satisfy an $823,000 judgment, as the result of a civil suit brought against Dash by movie producer Josh Weber. A report from RadarOnline.com said a New York judge made the ruling against Dash after he refused to pay the judgment following a civil trial in which he was successfully sued for defamation and copyright infringement by Weber, in relation to the 2016 film Dear Frank. Dash's shares were ordered to be put up for auction by the judge. Dash's partners in Rockefeller Records, Sean, Jay-Z, Carter and Kareem, Biggs, Burke, objected to the auction, stating, the company's, Rockefeller Records/RFR, bylaws mandate that the board of directors must first approve the sell-off. U.S. Magistrate Judge Robert W. Lehrberger shot down RFR's claim in a 15-page decision. The question at the core of the instant dispute is whether the RAF bylaws' prohibition on transfer and sale of Dash's 1/3 ownership interest in RAF without the consent of RAF's board of directors legally prevents sale of Dash's interest in RAF to satisfy judgment. The answer indisputably is no. Without jurisdiction to enforce a judgment entered by a federal court, the judicial power would be incomplete and entirely inadequate to the purposes for which it was conferred by the Constitution, Judge Lehrberger wrote in his 15-page decision. Rockefeller has been ordered to deliver Dash's stock certificate to the U.S. Marshals Service for auction within the next 108 days.
Yo, Lee, I just sent you. Let me make sure. You got the number, Lee? Because I sent it to the numbers. You know, Lee, we have about 75,000 numbers. I just sent you the two. I don't know. I thought I sent you the new number, Lee. I changed the new number. I thought I sent you the number. Look at your phone. You might have sent it to the old number. The 635 number. That's over. That's right. Happy belated to motherfucking Big Hank, y'all. Shout it out to Big Hank, man. Hank said, I'm chilling, Dice. I'm chilling. But listen to what's going on. Who believed Jay-Z? Who believed Dame Dash? They told him he got to spend that money. He got to sell that. But the good part about this is, let me show you how Dame Dash fucked the game up. Yo, Ron Boogs, does anybody know? Does anybody in here know who, quote unquote, Dame Dash sold his version of Rockefeller to? I'm going to show you right now. That's right. Dame Dash sold his portion of Rockefeller to Jay-Z's damn near arch enemies in the rap game. You got it? You got it, Lee? Jay-Z now has to do business with Cameron and Mace. Jazzy said, I believe Nas was saying, I don't rock with fellas when they come with their names copying after Rockefeller. He said Rockefeller, and that's who you changed. He said that's who you chose to name your company after. Yeah, he went crazy on him on that one. You ain't never lied. That was off that ether. Fuck Jay-Z. But I don't think if y'all noticed, back in the days, remember the song Imaginary Player? Imaginary Player. He said when the dude pulled up on him with his 4.0 and he was in his 4.6 and he was like, yo, homie, what's the difference between this truck? And he was like, 30 to 40,000, nigga, beat it. Remember when Jay-Z had them iconic lyrics? He said, those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you done to that? Y'all rapping ass niggas. He was talking about Mace in that song. I don't even know if a lot of people know that. He was talking about Mace in that song. Ron Book said once Dame Dash became the president of Rockefeller, he went crazy. But you know something that bugs me out? This is what I really want to know, y'all. And shout out to Dame Dash. But if Jay-Z was dealing with Aaliyah, how did Aaliyah become Dame Dash's girlfriend? You know, I don't like to be biased. That'd be my problem. I have a non-biased attitude. Now, if Jay-Z was messing with Aaliyah first, all these niggas is pedophiles. Just like when Rihanna came out, she was 16 and Jay-Z was fucking with her, allegedly. Allegedly. If Jay-Z was messing with Aaliyah's first and Dame Dash was allegedly his right-hand man with Biggs, how the fuck did Aaliyah become Dame Dash girl? Yo, B, hold on. Yo, Lee, look. I got two different numbers. The 749 number, I just texted to. And I just texted to the 987 number. That's the only numbers I got on you, Lee. But yeah, Dello got it. B got it too. As a matter of fact, put the prayers out to my man Barrage family because his daughters was a little ill. Put your prayers out for my man and his family. You dig what I'm saying? But now with Jay-Z having to be business partners with Cameron and Mace, do you think Cameron and Mace are going to hold out until they can get a large sum of money from Jay-Z for that portion? Because they can't do nothing without that. Oh, that's a fact, Miss Jazzy. That's a fact. See, that's the part I didn't understand neither. She had an interesting point right there. We got Heavy D, rest in peace. Andre Harrell, rest in peace. Kim Porter, rest in peace. Two people left out of that whole conglomerate. Puff Daddy, I'll be sure. He just survived something where they say he was poisoned. It's another situation. I'll be sure was dealing with Misa. And then Puff Daddy winds up having, I don't get this shit, y'all. Like Miss Jazzy said, there's so much shit coming out right now. They're saying Stevie J slept with a man. They're saying Meek Mills is gay. My opinion, I've always said Meek Mills was gay. No disrespect intended to Meek Mills. But I don't trust niggas that go to parties with a bunch of men and ain't no shirts on. I don't trust shit like that, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you invite me to your house or to a cookout or to a party and ain't no niggas got no shirts on, I'm not staying. That's a cold-blooded fact. I'm not staying. If the minute I come inside the house and it's a bunch of men walking around with no shirt on, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. I ain't gonna front to you, Ron. I'm gonna be uncomfortable. Women are fully dressed, but the niggas got their shirts off. They got on shorts and trousers and underwear-looking pants and all that bullshit and dresses. Nah, that ain't my type of party, y'all. I ain't gonna front. The minute I walk in the door, the first nigga I see with his shirt off, I'm gone. See, the only time you're supposed to see something with a man with his shirt is off is if it's a woman's party, like a bachelorette party. You know, I remember when my cousin got married, they rented this big shit on Franklin Avenue. I seen them, they had the niggas walking around with the fucking bow ties on their neck and shit. You know, shit for women. Wasn't no niggas up in there. There's a bunch of women up in there going crazy. If I go to a party, I'm dead ass serious, y'all. I don't care who you are. You can be my brother, cousin, best friend. If you invite me to a party and ain't no niggas with no shirts on in the party, I'm leaving. And then I ain't fucking with you no more. Because you got me confused about your sexuality and I'm uncomfortable. I'm sorry to say that. If you invite me to a party, or if y'all fuck with me and we cool and y'all be going to parties where niggas don't be having t-shirts on and shirts, don't tell me about that shit. And mind you yet, this is the most important thing. If you don't want to fuck up our relationship, don't invite me to the shit. This is 2 things you can do to not fuck up a relationship between me and you if you one of my dudes. If you going to parties and niggas ain't got no shirts on, keep that shit to yourself. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Number 2, the most important thing. If you pay attention to the first thing, pay attention to the second thing. Don't invite me to no party when niggas don't got no shirt on. That's a fact. Jeezy said the niggas that actually run the neighborhoods, the shows, they still got to check in. Oh, Clarice know I'm not bullshitting. You see Clarice laughing because she know I'm dead ass serious. Fuck, I look like going to a motherfucking party, niggas ain't got no shirts on. Don't trust no shit like that. Yo, where you going, Dice? I'm leaving. Yo, why you leaving? Why them niggas ain't got no shirts on, my nigga? That's the main question. You shouldn't be asking me, why am I leaving? You should be asking every man up in here, yo, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Why you ain't got no shirt on? I ain't doing no shit like that. He said Barry is fat, Dice. Miss Jazzy said that's too much sauce. I don't rock around like that. You remember that shit, Ron? Ron said we didn't even want Mr. Alonzo. Remember the All-Star Insurance? I'm like, my nigga, why you got your shirt off, my nigga? You scaring me right now. Remember that shit, Ron? I told him, yo, go behind your motherfucking avatar. Stay behind the avatar if you got your shirt off. Remember what I told him, Ron? If you got your shirt off, you can stay behind your avatar. But don't come from behind your avatar with your shirt off. That shit ain't cool. And shout out to Mr. Alonzo, the All-Star Insurance man. If y'all want some motherfucking great insurance, get over there. Matter of fact, go subscribe to Alonzo, the All-Star Team insurance guy, because the dude really got some great motherfucking plans over there, and we'll find you the best plan that's suitable and best for your budget. Oh, no, Barry not fat. No, Barry not fat. I thought you was making a joke about, no, Barry from Jamaica. Barry older than me. I'm 51, so Barry should be about 56, 55, something like that. Facts. He should be about 55, 56. Shout out to Barry. Word up. But Dame Dash made a good move. Because first of all, if Dame Dash sold his portion to Cameron and Mace, because them niggas got a bunch of money over there. Them niggas got a bunch of money. Cam and Mace, they got a bunch of money. They getting a bunch of money. Dame Dash know what that little percentage of that shit is worth. And that's a fact. That's a fact. But how y'all feel about it? Y'all feel as though Jay-Z, the next one, is going to get exposed and sent to jail? Because they already, you know how the blogs be starting them dumbass rumors talking about P. Diddy told this and Jay-Z's going to jail and you know how the bullshit be on YouTube. Jay-Z's arrested. When you pull up to that shit, ain't no damn Jay-Z's arrested. They got motherfucking memes, pictures of Jay-Z with handcuffs. That nigga ain't arrested. But you know what? It's a lot of shit with Jay that's coming out because of the situation with his children. Number one, the young man that's been saying that he's Jay-Z's son for years, spitting image of him. The young lady from Maryland that unfortunately her mother got a little ill, spitting image of him. But they said, ironically, that she was just paid an undisclosed amount and was told to never talk about the story again. She was supposed to never, she just signed a waiver, just like Cassie. She was just given an undisclosed amount. Y'all can check this out if you want to. She was given an undisclosed amount and she can no longer talk about the paternity of who she thinks her father is ever again. I don't know about the young man. The young man looked just like him. They got a dude on YouTube that's running around with a fucked up forehead to be rhyming and shit. They talking about that's Jay-Z's son. That's just a genetic motherfucking similarity. But the fucking young man that said he's Jay-Z's son for real, and ironically, Jay-Z does remember and also remembers having a brief relationship, as he described, with his mother. That might be his father, man. That's just like 50 Cent. A lot of people allegedly, from what I'm hearing, educational purposes only, the reason why the beef will never die between 50 Cent and Supreme is because the word is Supreme is his father. That's a fact. They say that the real Supreme, Kenneth Griffin, is Curtis Jackson's father. Shout out to Zip. Zip with the Drip had a show where he was interviewing Curtis' son, Little Preem. No, it's not Curtis' son, excuse me, Little Preem. And he asked him straight up and down, he said, Joe, do you think that you and 50 Cent could be brothers? He said, yeah. Go pull it up. Shout out to Zip with the Drip. Go look at the show. He had him up there and he asked him, he said, yo, do you think there's any possibility that you and Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, could be brothers? He said, yeah. Because they actually both similar. They both have similarities and features. Supreme. Their attitudes, shit. The apple don't fall too far from the fucking tree. Both of them are actually street acknowledgeable and done some things in the street, from Little Preem to 50. Everybody know that. The way they talk, their demeanor, their stature, even the way they both stand. And then shout out to Preem. He had a certain demeanor to him, and he had a certain stance to him. Like some people stand strong. You dig what I'm saying? Some people stand leisurable. Some people stand firm and bold. Like erect, like they say, like a penis. Yeah, but certain niggas got that gangster. It's a mixture of all. It's like, yo, don't play with me. I will hurt you. I'm that comfortable in my motherfucking skin. I'm not going to be paranoid. I am on point, but I don't come for nothing but love. See, it's a mixture. It's all of them in a totality in one. You got to have it. You got to have it. You got to love it. It's something that I can't really talk about, but I show you every motherfucking day if you pay attention. I show you every day if you pay attention. I'm about to do a series, y'all. I'm about to do a series that I think is going to be very interesting. I'm about to do a series on certain people, on rappers and regular people that unfortunately were killed in their neighborhoods. Pay attention to the word neighborhood. We don't even use the word neighborhood anymore. It's just like, yo, that's my hood. Or he from my hood. Or he's from my hood. You notice when it comes to certain hoods, it's always determined and described as a hood. But then when you go to certain areas, they're described as neighborhoods. and I've been paying attention to it, and I think it's time to do a little maybe three-part documentary on it, because I'm going to talk about a couple of people that were killed in their own neighborhoods because of the love that they had in their heart for their community that led to their demise. I'm going to show you how the word neighborhood and hood has two different fucking meanings. The word hood is dangerous. Get your ass to the store, get in the house if you're not part of that life. Take your ass to work, bring your ass home if you're not part of that life. But if you're part of that life, you'll be ready to do anything you have to survive, to avoid capture from the police, to avoid the graveyard from, like these new kids say, the opposition or people with beef. But the reason why, quote unquote, the word neighbor isn't used in every neighborhood is because the word neighbor, where I'm from, there were certain people that were neighborly. My family, Lee family, Dello family, Pastor Moore family, Miss Greco and them, Brother Joe and them, Ham Hock and them. There were certain people that were neighborly, meaning if you need it, I got it. I'm glad that you're alive. How you doing today? How the kids is doing? We're not just going to walk past each other without speaking. We're going to acknowledge each other from being in the neighborhood that we live in because of the love that's in our heart. We went to school together. We went to block parties together. We've used each other for excuses together. That's the neighborly part. But ain't no more neighborly deeds being done today in our neighborhoods. It's no more. Back in the days, if you needed some sugar, take your ass across the street and get some sugar. Or take your ass next door and get some sugar. Or take your ass upstairs and get some milk. Or take your ass upstairs and get some. Ain't no more of that shit. Now it's, you got to put on some fucking clothes and go to the store. Because if you go to somebody's house and knock on the door and be like, yo, my mother sent me up here because we need some sugar, that might turn into some disrespect. Why your motherfucking mother don't get up off her fat ass and go get a job? Where the fuck is your father at? Tell your mother I'm tired of her sitting your stupid ass up here begging me for my shit. I ain't got shit just like her. There's no more neighborly in the neighborhood. I'm going to do a 3-part series to see if we can start over here and trying to turn our neighborhoods back into neighborly. Turn our hoods back into neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, see if we can start talking and building over here and identifying certain problems that we all see in our different neighborhoods that need to be corrected. As far as communication, that's the first thing we got to get up on. First thing we got to get up on is communication. People that you've been around all your life, call them sometime and ask them, yo, are you okay? Because you know I love you. Sometimes when you say certain things to people, you'll hear everything you need to hear. Somebody be like, you don't love me. You don't even care about me no more. Instead of us getting off the phone and saying, so what did they feel like that? It's time for us to start saying, okay, then talk to me. What did I do? We ain't going to start blaming the other person no more. We're going to start taking accountability because something we did made them feel a certain way. So even though they could be Looney Tune, they could be wrong, but goddamn it, there's a good chance they could be 100% right also. So let's put that in a totality. You got to start communicating with each other saying, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong that upset my friend, my woman, my husband? What did I do wrong that upset my children? Why did my son get upset with me? Why did my daughter get upset with me? Instead of us letting our children, our daughters, our women, our husbands, our grandmothers, our brothers, our sisters just walk into the room and say, well, fuck it, or walk out the house and say, fuck it, or get in their car and go home and say, fuck it, or hang up the phone and say, fuck it, we got to start healing ourselves with communication. We got to start sitting on the phone and talking to our family just like we'll sit up on this goddamn computer and listen to each other, spew at each other, and disrespect each other. You notice that shit? I be saying to myself, Do a lot of people on YouTube have family? Because a lot of people be on YouTube so much. When do you have time to invest and go through ups and downs with your genuine friends and family? I'm seeing so many things on YouTube. This YouTube shit is real, real hypnotic. It's hypnotic for a host of reasons. I hate YouTube. I don't care if you don't believe it. I hate YouTube. It's too wishy-washy. Shit is too weird. But I love the good people to be like, Dice, don't leave YouTube. See, that's the part that pulls me back in. I can't stand YouTube, y'all. That's on my mother's life. I hate this shit. People think I'm joking. That's on my mother's life. I hate this shit. This shit is a very, very, very dangerous spirit, and it's a very, very, very dangerous energy. I've watched YouTube turn people into some of the most dangerous people that I've ever seen in my life. And the reason why I say dangerous people that I've ever seen in my life, because people think that they know everything about you until they see that side of you that they never saw, and they go, oh, shit. He's not acting like I remember him acting. I remember I heard that a couple of times. It was like, yo, Dice changed. He's not acting. First of all, to the people that said I changed and I'm not who you remember, I don't remember you disrespecting me ever. I don't remember it was a time where I had to be a defense and look upon family and friends as enemies. That's why you never seen this side of me. See, when people say to you that you've changed, I want everybody to listen to this shit I'm saying. You ain't changed. Something erupted that changed the chemistry between y'all. You didn't change. Maybe they didn't change, but something erupted that changed the chemistry. The chemistry between y'all. And that's the problem you got to get to. You got to get to what fucked up and shifted the chemistry. Because people don't change. People grow, people mature. But if you was a piece of shit when you was young, you're going to be a piece of shit till you die. Simple and plain. See, there's people that do things to survive and have done things and be like, damn, I wish I didn't have to do it, but I had to do it. Those are good people. They was just put in certain situations where they had to make harsh decisions. But a motherfucker that just get up to do something to somebody and lie and just want to be, because they still hurting for things that they've been through when they was children. I've seen friends of mine, friends that I am too, show me the pain and the anger that's been in their heart for so long, but they just didn't have the heart to say it to me. And I forgive them. I'm going to do an upload later on when I have my OGs up here. One of them is in the building, Lee. And my other OG, Dello. I'm going to do an upload. And it wasn't no DCEP interview because people was like, oh, he interviewed. No, it was a conversation. It's conversations with Big Dice. I had conversations with my friends. I'm going to do an upload. Because now that people really pay attention to who I am today, I want y'all to start giving me some props. For the person that I am today. Not the person that I used to be back in the days. I done robbed, stealed. Like I told y'all, when I got a gun put in my face and I got a jacket taken away from me that my mother went to work for and worked hard for, see, two things happen, y'all. That day I thought I was going to die, and that weak nigga that was inside of me, he was killed. Two things happened. I thought I was going to die that day, and the weak person that used to live in my heart, that nigga was killed immediately, and I said I would never feel like that again. Shout out to my man RoboCop that my man Lee was talking about that I get the picture of. It was his brother that robbed me. Ironically, his name is Dice. I'm 12 years old, robbed for a polo goose in St. John's Park. Go to St. Laz and listen to the story. Robbed for my polo goose. But because of my family, my Uncle Ice Water, see, a lot of niggas don't know, my Uncle Ice Water is an original member of the first real gangs of Brooklyn. It was the Jolly Stompers and the 40 Thieves. My uncle, LaVon McLeod, is a 40 thief. And because of who he is, and because of who my pops is, may he rest in peace. Ronald Young, they called him DMC. My coat was returned the next day. My coat was returned to my house the next day by rest in peace RoboCop. Because that night, my moms took my ass to the precinct and they wound up arresting my man RoboCop because they knew RoboCop and his brother Sean and his brother Dice was known for doing things together. And they had him in a lineup. And the police tried to make me say that RoboCop robbed me. I don't even know RoboCop. That's exactly what I'm telling them. My mother got mad at me. My mother screamed at me walking up Utica Avenue. I don't believe I'm down in this precinct. Why you ain't telling them? I ain't telling them police shit, number one. And number two, he didn't rob me. See, she overheard my mom, my pops or my uncle saying RoboCop or Sean. She didn't hear the whole story. She didn't hear Sean brother, RoboCop brother. Police let my man go. Lee in the building right now. Police let my man RoboCop go. That next morning, that nigga brought the coat to my house. He said, yo, Dice. No, excuse me, I'm lying. He said, yo, Demont. I wasn't Dice yet. He was like, Demont. You realer than a lot of these old niggas out here that call themselves gangsters. He said, yo, my brother ain't gonna never fuck with you again. Pardon me. And gave me my coat back. It was folded up in a C-Town paper bag. My OG crimey. Let me explain something to you. When you hear the name Stone, Villain, RoboCop, Dello, Rumble, them some dangerous motherfucking names, man. And all them niggas ran together. Them is some dangerous motherfucking individuals, man. So I'm going to do a tribute to my DSEP family. I'm going to do a broadcast that a lot of people might not have seen. And then one day this week, shout out to the lowlifes. Shout out to Rack Low. Shout out to Big Boo. Shout out to Thurston. Shout out to G George. Shout out to Hank. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Dead Kitten. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Ralph. The list goes on, man. AV, Rich, Dan Lowe, Stan Lowe. So much shit I don't really understand, but you know what? Everything isn't to be overstood. Everything is not to be overstood. So make sure your bell notification and everything is set. I'm about to start doing the work, doing the diligence on it for the three-part documentary on people that unfortunately that lost their lives in the hood trying to come back to show love to the hood. Stay safe. Put God first. And like I told you, stay sucker free. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Twice, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?